Tired of getting door camped, continuously raided, or having no luck finding any resources? Well, it might just be that the location of your base is the real problem. Don't worry, because I've got you covered. In this video, we'll dive into the different map zones, point out both dangerous and safer building locations, and reveal some of the best places to build your base in Rust. Hey guys, Jfarr here, and let's get started. Every player spawns in the same general area on each server, known as the beginner zone, where its location shifts with every map. Beyond this zone, the map is essentially split into tiers, which has been the case since a 2017 update. As you move deeper into the map, you'll find higher tier monuments like the launch site, offering greater resources, but attracting more geared players too. When choosing where to build, remember, the further you go down from the beginner zone, the stronger the players you'll encounter. But if you decide to stay close, expect a lot more foot traffic and competition. Your group size and how active you are will really impact where you should consider building. While Rust gives you the freedom to build anywhere, some places are way riskier than others. Don't be surprised if building in a hotspot leads to you getting offline raided on your first night, or door camped endlessly. Building high or low each has its perks and downsides. Building low can keep your base more hidden, potentially reducing your chances of being a raid target. But on the downside, enemies will have the height advantage in PvP. Alternatively, building high gives you a strong defensive position and a good PvP advantage, but it also makes your base a visible target. As for locations, let's go through some of the most dangerous places to build for smaller groups. These flat areas are perfect for large compounds where you don't have to fight the terrain, but attract mega clans. Unless you're in a large group, it's best to steer clear. They seem like a peaceful getaway, but clans often claim these for space and the option to wall off the entire island. I once tried building on an island and it got raided 4 times in a wipe. The flat terrain in these areas appeals to larger groups for base building. Unless you're planning to go big, these places are best avoided. Launch site, military tunnels, oil rigs, stores, and gas stations constantly attract players. Building near these will mean more players passing by your base and a higher chance of getting noticed as a raid target. The recent map generation update added rock formations that are perfect for building compact, secure bases, but they're in high demand, so expect competition from larger groups. Building here will likely lead to constant harassment from freshly spawned players. I'd say door camping and quick raids are the most common in these areas. While these spots can be high risk, they're not off limits if you're looking for a challenge. Some of these locations can actually be a lot of fun if you're up for the extra risk. There's no truly safe spot in Rust, but you can reduce your risk by building in more out of the way areas. It's all about thinking how players typically move across the map. Even a good spot can become risky if it's along a popular route between monuments or clan bases. When choosing a location, consider the number of players who might pass by, and what kind of gear they'll likely have. In starter areas you'll see more people, but they're generally under-geared, whereas in remote areas you'll likely encounter fewer players, but they'll often be well prepared. These can offer cover from multiple angles and are generally off the main paths, giving you a stealthier build location. When building near water, you have the opportunity to build a base to look like a farm. It's common to see hemp or tea farms built around these areas, so building a base that looks like one might make raiders think it's a waste of time. Trees provide natural cover and camouflage, reducing the chances of your base being spotted. Plus, you'll have plenty of wood and mushrooms nearby. The desert has a wealth of pillar rocks that shield your base from being seen. These can be useful to build your base around, and with the desert we'll get a lot less traffic through here compared to the forest biome. This is the biome with the least traffic. Due to needing a level of cold protection to enter in the harsh nights, players often avoid coming here. However, it's common that players will quickly come here to farm, so avoid building in the open near lots of ores. But hiding your base around a rock or some lower land can be a perfect place to stay hidden. Icebergs are generally not a good place to build due to how exposed they are, but you can sometimes build down the base of them facing towards the ocean. This means you're hidden from the view when looking from the land. Only passing by ships will be able to see you living here. It can be tedious to get to without a boat, but might offer you the best chances of not being door camped. If you're less concerned about the pure danger or safety of the base, you might just want to build in strategic locations. Here's some key locations you should look out for. These zones offer significant benefits, including a safe place to rest, trade, and recycle between runs, as well as access to vehicles. Having these utilities nearby can make early progress easier and provide safe zones for quick recharges. Building near clean water is always a good move. Not only does it provide a steady drinking supply and future farming potential, but it also makes your base appear less threatening to other players, who might just assume you're setting up a farm. This area is ideal for resource collection, giving you wood from the forest, and access to stone, metal, and sulfur nodes in the snow biome. Building here can give you the resources to quickly build and upgrade your base. Cave bases are great if you prefer something more concealed. They are tough to raid but require careful planning. The caves found in the bottom floor of the silo hole can just support passing the wire from the bottom to the top to reach an electricity source, making it easy to power defences and utilities below ground. A properly designed cave base can be a fortress, though they can be tedious to live in day to day. Many players don't know this, but they have guaranteed sulfur spawns on the ground, making them excellent for resource farming. Setting up a base here can be a smart move if you need quick access to sulfur early on. If you're looking for mobility, consider building along the coast. An ocean base gives you fast access to the entire map via boat, fishing options for consistent scrap income, and even the potential to set up a water pump and purifier for farming. Remember, no location is worth it if there's already a large group nearby. Always scout the area carefully to ensure you aren't in direct line of sight of a clan or compound before building. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.